everyone can give the message to our speaker, and you can interact with our Dr. Kamal Gulati sir. So thank you. Good luck, sir.
Thank you, sir. I hope you are able to see the presentation in a full mode.
Yes, sir. It is a full screen view appearing on our screen. Thank you, sir.
Okay,
Thank you very much.
okay. Thank you. Because so guys, we are here for a session. I'll be taking about a data science, but I will not be talking much about a data science. I've taken a topic that is application of statistics, machine learning in analytics. As we have already seen in the previous session, Dr. Gabriel has already talked about much about a data science. Like he has, touched the things about, if I say about, he has talked about data sciences, big data, data mining, data analytics, traditional analytics, big data analytics, machine learning. So I'll not be touching those things, but yes, I'll be talking about the case studies. So these, a data science is something like that. It's a very hot topic, and it's very, I really love to part of it about a data science. 2010, before 2010, nobody knows this name, but now we are in 2020, almost a 10 years. We are into data science, big data, predictive modeling, marketing analytics, HRN analytics. And if you talk about more into more deep, Internet of Things has been added, machine learning has been added, flavored of it, artificial intelligence, neural network, and there is a keep on list on it. The screen, what you're able to see like that, it's a kind of a, we are in a jungle. I hope you know what we mean by forest. I mean, I'm sorry, I can using a Hindi slangs. In fact, jungle is also English word. So you can see like that. You think over it that you're standing here and you don't know which is the right path. So data science is something like that. It's a kind of a mix and match. If you talk about, I have heard lot of interesting questions why the patent we were having, or the social work in big data or a data science. Also we have got with interesting kind of facts, and that we are able to do that thing. So how to deal with it? So guys, today agenda we will be having about these things. You can think like that. Some of the topics Professor Gabriel has already discussed, so I would be skipping those things, and if you are having any doubts, we can talk about it. Before I start, I just want to have one interesting fact to you. Just give me a minute. uh, I have to go to the main screen again. Just give me a second. I have to stop my sharing, and I need to share my screen again, and I have to go to the, just a minute. Okay, I will be sharing my screen again, and here we go. I hope you are able to see the screen, guys. If somebody can say yes or no. Hello, are we there, sir?
Yes, yes, sir. It is appearing.
So are we able to see some screen like that?
Yeah,
Menti
what you
dot.
know about data science, that is coming,
So
sir.
I want that each and everyone should be able to go to this site, menti.com, and there is a code which is given on the screen. Kindly type that code. There is a question would be coming, what you know about a data science, and there will be a 10 basically a text boxes. So just type it. I just want to know, because from the audience I cannot allow everyone to speak and to have an, if you
Yeah.
if you type that thing, I can get to know what exactly you know. And you may also type that thing, whatever you have done or whatever you've done. Don't write what are the things you want to know, because that is my topic. I'll be asking those things afterwards. So I'm just giving you almost 40 seconds or a minute. I will say 1 minute. Go to this site, type this code, and please submit it. I can see the answer here lively, and you may also see it there. If you're facing any a technical problem, you can discuss with me, guys. I can open the chat box, because once you're on a full screen, it's very difficult.
Yeah.
So allow me to open the chat box.
Okay, I have opened.
Yes. Have you done, guys? Is anyone is able to submit it? Everyone should try, guys. I know that most of you will be, opening your phones. So it is a difficult to have that thing. So I can see they have given some names. I have not asked you the names, guys. I have just asked you what you know about data science. I can see Professor Ram, Krishna, Rashmi, Mohan, Pritu, Kanu, Keshav, Sita. So guys, type the words data science. You have learned a predictive analytics, a big data, modeling, and SaaS servers talking about it. Why only names are coming? I should get that answer. Sita, Mohan, Keshav, uses. Okay, one is able to I get a catch a word that is a uses kind of things. What else, guys? Fastly, guys. You can see that the voting would be getting over by 54 seconds. I hope everybody is getting that question. I have not asked your names, guys. You need to enter the topics. I just want to know because I can have my flow in that term, guys. Gathering, okay. Knowledge from the large set of data, very good. I can say interpretation, scientific method, use of excellent. Data can be analyzed, algorithms are used, scientific methods, excellent. I can see only 4 has given the vote. Why so? There was an audience of 70 plus. Why, guys, you are feeling lazy? And the voting is getting closed, guys.
Close. Yeah.
Yes. So finally we can see like that. Okay. So let me take you to the presentation. Okay. So here we are. Okay, guys, I was thinking that I'll be getting many, things. So I can understand that most of we are new to this world, new to this word data science. As I said that it is a 2010, jargon which has come, and it does lot of things, whatever you cannot think. If you are from any area, whether you are from health sciences, or if you are from medical or agriculture or bio or non-bio or computer science, XYZ things it is getting. So my topics for the day, you can see like that I'll be talking about this. So guys, lot of pictures I would be having, images I'll be having, and you can think like that in a very simple terms. Analytics says that we are trying to find from the given set of data. The first picture on my left hand side, it says that when you are have a finished arguing your opinion, I actually have a data. So first thing you should be able to understand, in our earlier times, I am from a computer science background purely, so I can understand what is data, what is processing, what is information. In the same way, that there was a term called ERP. Those who don't know ERP was something like that, enterprise resource planning. And it is a way back in 1984 we were having. Still we use lot of huge companies, Amazon, or if you talk about Vodafone, or if you talk about Domino's Pizza, and anything, they do use ERP, where we can know customers, where we can know inside of a customers what actually they are wanting. But ERP is a very it's a very old kind of tradition. It has been replaced, as the Professor Gabriel was saying, Hadoop. So guys, it has been changed by Hadoop. It has been changed by business analytics. So let's solve the problem with the big data. Now we can get varieties of the customers. We don't know from which area, which region we can get it. So right hand side says that how the big data is able to resolve. So these are the words which I'll be talking about it my entire presentation on a predictive business analytics, use of data, analyzing the things in a betterment, experiences, what has been happened in the past, what will happen in the current. So these are my things that I'll be talking about. I'll be giving more emphasis on these kind of things. I would not be getting a time, otherwise I will be happy to do a practical also afterwards. But let's see. So my topic for the day, data science, guys, but I'll be talking about data analytics more. So data analytics is a part of data science, right? Data science is a very huge kind of thing where you can see like that statistics. It has been involved with lot of statistics, statistics. Like it has been everything it has been dealing with. If I say data science in a very simple terms, statistics plus IT is equal to data science, guys. So you can see like that, machine learning is also a part of it. Before that, let me differentiate between a data analytics and data science. As I said that data analytics is a very, term where we are talking about where data is an organized process analyze. Whereas data science is an latest term which is having a machine learning, statistical research, data and analytics, mathematics, computer science. Data analytics is a macro, data science is a micro. So data analytics, if we talk about it, earlier time we were having a predictive analytics, or I can say we were having descriptive, like how I can view a data from different angles. If you have noted, or if you know that earlier we were having SQL, structured query language. Those who don't know, I'm just giving you a small example. Like let's say we are having a huge pool of a data, and if we write some query, we get a result immediately. So we can view that how many male, how many females are there. Or if we are having some kind of a constraint, then we can also see like that, how many are basically belongs to a particular segment. That was a data analytics, that was a structure kind of things, and that was an analytics techniques kind of things that we are having. But now the things have been changed. Now we are into more into deeper of that thing. We are more into working on that emphasis, that what customer needs, what is the customer demand of that, how my data can be work on unstructured data. So let me talk about data flavors of a data. We are having three things. One is the data as in structured data, unstructured data, and semi-structured data. Structured data usually we call it in terms of, if we talk about it, uh, like if we see like that, structure can be in the form of rows and column. Okay, they are in a form of a sequential kind of things. Whereas unstructured, if we talk about it, they can be forms of different kind of a data. Take an example of a Facebook or a LinkedIn or a Twitter, where you can see like that lot of different kinds of data we do, whether it's a video, whether it's a audio, whether it's a text, whether it's some kind of a combination of any one of them. So that is a kind of a unstructured. Semi-structured, if we go for it, that is a combination of, we are talking about these days our technologies are moving from SQL to NoSQL. That is a structured query language, because data is getting increased, data is getting huge, data is getting wider every time. Think over it, whatever the FDP we are having right now, think over it that IKEA would be having video of more than a 2 GB within a 2 hours, because data is getting generated. How we can basically manipulate. If we ask from a Dr. Saikia, what were the the intake from this presentation or intakes from FDP, he can have summarize those things. But now these things has been done by a machine. They can capture that data and they can give that result in a very significant manner. So those things has been taken by these things in a very easy manner, and we are able to do that thing. So if you talk about data and analytics, they are into a technique mostly used by a statistical tool and a technique. Whereas data science is something like that, which we are talking about huge things, big things, like artificial intelligence, machine learning. Let me touch about, I think these things Dr. Gabriel has, already discussed. I'll take a minute on these things. There are basically four basic different categories of analytics. One is a diagnostic. Diagnostic says historical data based on my old data, which has been passed. Why? Descriptive is something like that. What I was giving you an SQL example, that how we can have the information, like you do a Google query, that is a kind of a descriptive, whatever the user has given that information. A predictive is something like that, where we are filling up the gaps. What might happen nowadays. If you talk about an Alexa, if you ask them, so they are trying to capture on a daily basis, kind of information, and they give in that basis. A prescriptive is like that, which is more advanced, using of AI, machine learning, where we are talking about if and then question that we are having, and they are working on that kind of things that we do that thing. So guys, this is something like that, very interesting. These are very old movies. I'm not talking, I think most of us, we must have seen. If you have not seen, I request each and everyone, please take a screenshot. And if you get a time, these days we have enough time other than online meetings, please do see each and every movie. where I'm talking about an I is an, a South Indian movie, Robert is an again a South Indian and Hindi movie, and rest are all English movie. So guys, think go back around 10 years, 20 years back. Whatever these movies has talk or movies has been seen, don't you think these science fictions are coming, in a real time? Don't you think that this will be more advanced kind of things? This is the kind of a reality. Matrix, a man can be invisible and can be reached anywhere in that. These things are being possible, guys. Frankly speaking, all the things are being done. Talk about our banking industry or insurance industry or a health industry, how the things are growing, how the things are capturing. This is all because of big data science. Also, if we talk about, there were a series of a Terminator, and 2019 has shown us the dark fate, okay, which is happening, and that a world would be no more. Nobody has thought that almost it's around 5 months the entire world is locked down. Nobody thought that we are so basically, I will say that we have become so lazy, but our things are on computer, off computer, and the computer. So these things are there because of this thing. We are I will say that the positive things about the C19, the pandemic things, lot of things we have learned. We have never thought that a small kid going in a nursery, he will be on a computer, he will be having a meeting. Otherwise, 20 years it has took in India, especially. I don't know much about other countries, but I can say about India that we are much more, faster because of COVID. Lot of things we have also lost. But again, this is all about data science, guys. So let me talk about, pictures about it, what you are able to see that thing, data science and data analytics. So guys, we have already discussed about data science, data analytics, all these things. Data analytics is in a wider perspective. Data science is in a very, if you talk about a bunch of like whatever the queries, I think I have got some queries. Somebody was asking from a Professor Gabriel that, what are the patents or how we should have a copyright. I'll be answering this thing once I've done that. I have a beautiful video. I'll be showing that thing. I think Professor Rashmi has asked this question. And also there was something like that, how the, the social help, how it can help you that. Data science can give you that idea. So I can talk about uses cases in my things. So guys, let me talk about real life example first. So guys, everybody knows very well Amazon Echo. So I think these days Amazon Echo is also available on Android and Mac phone also very well. If you ask something, it will give that thing answer. Because based on my data, it will try to capture, not only kind of try to capture every day, whatever the data has been saved on multiple servers, multiple hard disks, multiple, spaces, it captures and it basically asks that thing. Not only those things, you can also say that thing, what are the things has been done. So that is all about AI, guys. I'm just giving you a small example. If we go into a machine learning, I don't know whether you have seen these options, but these options are very well available on Google email. If I'm sending a first time to a mail which is having a heavy attachment, automatically it will take as an spam, because it knows that somebody is trying to send you a fishy kind of a message which is a kind of heavy. So that is a machine learning. I think sir Professor Gabriel has already touched. I will also be touching that, what is the supervised learning and unsupervised learning. How the machine, how your Gmail account knows that this email should be spam or this email should not be spam. Earlier, guys, I should be frank with you, around 18 years back, when I was not into academics line, I was working for a corporate HCL company, and I was working for a process called McAfee antivirus. Okay, and there we used to deal with the anti-spammers. Anti-spammer is something like that, malware which can detect. Earlier time, if you noted, we were using Outlook or MS Outlook or any other software that is offline, where internet was the expensive and the speed was less. So we were having anti-spammer that it should not go to my inbox by anti-spammers, it should go to my email which is required. But now those things has been obsolete. Nobody has been thought that we should require a anti-spammer. If we talk about a deep learning, how many what is the meaning of sortie? Sortie is a kind of a French word which has been converted to exit. Nowadays, different application available on the phone. Most of you must have tried. If you going to research, or if you scan that image, if you go to Japan or if you go to France, if you scan that thing, automatically transition in there. You don't have to ask. The world has changed because of the automation, because of the software, because of the data science, and thanks to the big data. So deep learning, machine learning are the part of artificial intelligence. If we go into much more, beyond that thing, you can see on the screen very well, it is showing me artificial intelligence, CCT camera trying to capture, and it will able to identify that what are the humanoid or the, what kind of face recognition we are having. But machine learning gives more increase that thing. It has been taken over by the healthcare, like a better marketing techniques. If I talk about a digital marketing or SEOs, which are we working on the machine learning, that how I should deal, how should I market myself, what are my, in fact, Facebook does a marketing very well. So they are all based on the machine learning. If we talk about deep learning, like if we capture like how we can increase my personalization, what are the hyper intelligent personal assistants, how I can, like nowadays we are talking about a chatbots are nothing, they are being AI based, which are helping on those things, which are working on that part. So guys, if you can see on the screen, that is very interesting. Is analytics a new discipline? Analytics is not a new discipline, but data science is a new discipline, guys. So you can see like that 2010, or I'll start with analytics 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0. Before that, you should also know industry 4.0, or you should also know, education 4.0. These days, lot of universities, they have talked about education 4.0, where we are talking about data warehouse, ETL, 1990s, these were, I was talking about the ERP, which were in 1994, which started and which were having those things. Big data, again, which were having about a NoSQL and, early 2000. But although we have not used, we have started using in 2010, when we were having AI, machine learning, algorithm system based. And 29 is much more advanced, which were we talking about the smart bots. I was giving an example, how the machines knows what is good, what is bad, how a television knows how is my mood, based on my previous data, it takes and it captures those things. That is all, instance about my big data. So guys, please note, data analytics is a subset of a large discipline of a data science. It's a small thing. Data analytics is a mid level of statistics, and data science is a machine learning. So three things out of this thing we have learned. Like data science is nothing, it's a kind of a three combination: data and analytics and statistics and machine learning and computation. And you can see on the right hand side, which has been given as a Venn diagram. So about a statistics, you should be good enough in a statistic. Some are also asking like, what are the programming languages? I will say that already sir has given SAS language, but I will say there are much more machine learning language, Python, R, not only those things, data visualization, if you go for it, Tableau or a click view, and there are many more things which are more interesting. And you can see like that only on the click and submit button, your things are being, displayed. Your outcome is done. You don't have to learn the programming language these days. It has become more. That's why if you think over this, and analytics 4.0, auto ML, smart bots, meeting assistants. So these are the kind of thing which has been governed by 2019. So guys, if I go into much more deeper with my this slide with screen, which you're saying AI, all of you know that AI, but again, if is machine learning and deep learning are much more deeper. Think over it. This is an ice, a Titanic ship, which we have lost so many, human beings, and we have never thought it. If the ice would not be like this, we have not lost, because it is always inside. Whatever you can see, it is, a 3 times there inside. So math and the Python code holding it all together. So I was talking about a Python. I'll be talking in the later on these things. So you can think over it that it's a kind of a hill, okay, and you're sitting in you're having a small tent and you're sitting inside it. But you think like that, everything, you have learned everything, but that is not a limit. Sky is the limit, guys. So there is no limit to have those things. So let's begin more on that kind of thing, machine learning versus statistics. So you can see on a diagram, earlier we were having statistics, okay, and then we have done framing kind of things. We have becoming more advanced kind of things, and we are able to depict like how we can represent, how we can evaluate, and what kind of optimization we can have it. That is all done by a machine learning. So machine learning, I was giving you an example, guys, very simple like that, how how the things are being changing, how the perception of the person is being able to change, how the series of a computation algorithms are changing, how the neural networks are working, what kind of pattern recognition we are having, what kind of database we are having, how kind of, knowledge databases we are having. So these are all depending upon these things. If we talk about a typical use case, guys, I'll be talking about some kind of a use cases so that you can have an idea what I am basically talking on that thing. Uh, e- Everybody knows that a consumer packed goods wholesaler, if you talk about, a big bazaar or a shopping store where we are having 5,000 retailers, okay, and in a 18 19 years we have taken a survey of 500 different products, and we have find out that, retailer mostly important contributing in most revenue and sales, which promotion and scheme to target which retailer, in other words how to segment that thing. So most of the, big market or a giant or a superstore, they talk about, you have seen like that lot of promotions, lot of schemes are there, but actually those are the things which the companies have taken the insight what the people are liking and what the people, and they're trying to combine and segment those things so that you can have an idea. So you can talk about it, this is the kind of things which item should be constantly keep in inventory. How do we ensure that a consumer converts to a sale of every time buys an optimal number of items? Let me give you an example of it. In US especially, I've seen a trend when I was in a US in 2016 and 2017. So what was there? They have seen a trend that sale of a wine, alcohol, and a sale of a diaper for a baby get increased on the weekdays. And they have tried to combine those combinations. They get to know that their people are in the weekends, they are freaking, they're traveling, the road infrastructure in US is quite well, and they travel, abroad, huge, they travel miles and miles, and they go from one state to another state. What they do, they try to travel with the family, and they take the beer from a superstore and the diapers for their kids, so that in the traveling they should not face any problem. So they have, and what they did basically, they have come with that kind of an segmentation that they have made schemes and offers during the weekdays rather than the weekend they were selling on the same kind of things. So that kind of a, an analytics, you can say. You can think about a typical example of Amazon. You're trying to buy phone, but you get a lot of accessories also, because they have seen a trend how the things are working and how the things we are having. So guys, this is a very good example which I'm talking about in terms of India. Everybody knows this site COVID-19 India. Do you know actually how they are able to capture that data on a every hourly basis? We can see different states. We can, if we talk about Maharashtra is number 1, or Tamil Nadu is number 3, might be number 3 is Gujarat, or number 4 is Uttar Pradesh. I'm just giving an example. They're trying upon a containment zone they're trying to make on different area. How they are trying to do that thing, this is all about a big data, because every time, they are trying to capture from different hospitals, or those who are doing a test, those who are becoming a positive, and from positive they are becoming as a negative. Not only things, thanks to our Arogya app, most of us, we know that what is the use of Arogya apps. It try to capture that data into a very significant manner, in a very easy manner. So think over it, that thing. That is all about my data science. And this is a third basically example. I want that if you get time, take the screenshot of it. That is a Stanford. They have talked about sentiment analytics, guys. This is something like that which I'm working at right now, and this is a kind of a practical example which I want to touch on that thing. See, how we can basically different people or different kind of this is a kind of things which different think over it, how we can able to translate the language, okay, from any other, which we are having different languages, and how they're able to change those languages. How would the future interaction would be there, how would be the, and how we are able to calculate the sentiments of the people based on religion, based on, a tradition, based on what they eat, what they like, what are the protocols of the different countries. So like I think Professor Gabriel was saying that there is a constraint if we copyright with one country and thing. So I think we have a standards, the protocols for that 2018 act which has been given, and we are working on that thing. And if we go for in that, if in machine learning, the categorization, these are some statistical. Professor Gabriel has already touched some part, but I need to touch, for a simple terms, supervised learning, unsupervised learning, semi-supervised learning, and reinforcement learning. Let me give you an example of what is supervised learning and unsupervised learning. Supervised learning is something like that where you're getting training by a teacher. Here, mother is giving a training to a kid, where it has been given that this is good, this is bad. So that is a supervised learning where you are under that thing. Unsupervised is something like that the machine itself trying to learn. Algorithms are there. Take an example where we are having a best example which you can oversee on internet also. Like we are having a photo where we are having different animal image. Machine has been developed that he can recognize a shape of a cat. Okay, but there is a dog in that picture also. It will unsupervised learning will say that 6 cats are there and 2 unshaped we are not able to recognize. You can give the name. So that is the unsupervised learning. I can give you some other example of unsupervised learning. Everybody knows that we upload the images on Google. Okay, and you can see like that it is detect the face recognition and it has asked the name, so that whenever you are trying to search any image, it can display by the name very easily. So that is the unsupervised learning. And this is all done by the clustering and association algorithm which are there, and that is a statistical. And semi-supervised, the combination of both. And reinforcement learning is something like that where we are talking where we don't have a target. We will talking about forecasting, like by 2030 how the world would look. Nobody has thought that the pandemic situation should be worst. But if you see the history, if you see some books, it has been described that in 2020 or there will be a year that entire world for a 1 year it will be down. And we have seen practically seen, and to get it back it will take at least 7 or 8 months. And lot of a technology driven, lot of research work, lot of things are working. Reinforcement, when I've also given an example, a driverless car. Even though we are into a quality testing, a Tesla car, we are already working on that we are thing. But yes, coming time would be like that you're calling an Uber or Ola in India or Lyft in US. I'm talking about the cab services, that there is no driver. Frankly, it's look like a very funny, but I can give you a guarantee that 2030 these things would be there. I'm not talking about in India, but yes, some countries would be having these kind of stuff because of the infrastructure and because of the the road and because of that kind of traffic senses. uh, uh, Now let's talk about some kind of a problem. Transaction finances we can have, healthcare we can have, telecom we can have, equity we can have, financials kind of things. And solution type, every problem is having its own things. Machine learning can be working and a forecasting, a churn kind of a prediction, given set of my data, how my data would be there, how kind of my set of my data would be working. Machine learning can be there. Data collection, sentimental analysis, we are working on sentimental analysis. Sentimental, I was giving an example that nowadays we can get to know from the people mindset or whatever the activities they do in advance. Accordingly we can send advertisement or we can work on it. And frankly speaking, like if you are investing in a share market right now, you need to have, then we always say money control gives me an overview and better idea. But there will be a time that automation, your money will be invested in some kind of the share market without knowing you, and it will give you an profitability. I'm not saying that 100% profitability, there is always a risk, but the machine knows what you like, what you don't like, whatever the things that you do in a share market. So think over it, that kind of things that we are having it. So data science and analytics part, this is something like that. Those who really want to jump on it, I will just take a minute on that. We have 3 areas for data sciences. Data engineers are there, data scientists are there, and data analysts are there. So let me talk about data analyst first. Okay, data analyst, if we can see like that on the right hand side, they are the much more bigger kind of things. Those who are working on data communication, they can be data scientists, senior data analysts, and they can be hovering that thing. If we talk about data scientists are a business insight and analytics manager, which basically keeps work on the what are my insight, how I can take the useful set of information from my given data. Data engineers, on the other hand, these are the people who basically create the software. Professor Gabriel has also touched a part about what we call Hadoop. Guys, I don't know whether you know about Hadoop or not. In data science there are two sets. one is the data storage, and one is the analytics. I repeat, data sciences had two basically thing. One is the data storage, and second is the analytics. Data storage has been done by Hadoop. Like we talk about unstructured, semi-structured, or structured data storage. Analytics, on the other hand, it describes that what would be the forecasting, whether we can use an Excel, whether we can use an SAS, whether we can use an R, Python, or there are around 200 plus freeware and paid programming language. If you want, I can provide you that list also. So these are the two things which you can think like that. Skill set of a data and analytics that you should be knowing. These are the things if you really want to become as a data analyst. Some of them I've already described about it. Statistic, visualization, you must have done in Excel or SPSS. So these are the more, but if we talk about more things, we have statistical kind of things, okay, such as a Tableau, ClickView, a Penthouse, big, and also in these days, BI, Microsoft BI is into top demand. Again, it's a freeware. If you get a time, try to explore, or there are some softwares available which provides a free of cost training kind of things that we are in. Databases, guys, you should be having some knowledge. Data warehouse, again, sir has taken part. Data warehouse is just something like that, storage of kind of thing. AI, artificial intelligence, machine learning, I've already discussed. Data mining skills, also Professor Gabriel has touched. Data mining is something like extracting a useful insight from my databases, from a data warehouse. And programming language, kind of a little bit if you know it, and written and write reports. So guys, don't worry if you don't know any of these things. You can start working on one of them. I will suggest that you should know statistic and data visualization tools. These are the things, guys, resources for becoming a data analyst is. I have just, working on those things which I was talking about, that you can have a data set from a Kaggle. GitHub would be one example which can work on that thing. You can train, there are, n number of courses, but IBM, Coursera, Udemy gives you a proper kind of an information. You can also talk about NumPy and Scikit-learn. There is a huge amount of a data which will be working. And I will also say that you should be having an Excel practical knowledge, because Excel is the mother of all statistical and data sciences language, and also a Power BI, which I was talking about, and a Tableau. That is a kind of thing. Data science life cycle, if you see like that, it's a huge life cycle, guys. I don't know whether this would be a part of it, but in a very simple sense, we in our IT world, we have a life cycle from, SDLC, software development life cycle, and we do have start modeling, business understanding, modeling, deployment, data. Like I was giving example of an beer and a diaper. Business understanding, they have seen the sales trend during the weekend, and they have seen like that life cycle which has been increased. So that kind of things that we are having it. So this is a kind of a process, like a human life cycle we have. This is a data life cycle which provides me all the insight, and they are much more on that thing. Right now we are very happy once we give an order to an online store, but it is having an entire process which has been involved. And you can also take an helps, which is a C19, GitHub's data science, Kaggle, and Python from real sources. These are the courses which are freely available on internet. If you really want to jump on that, those who don't have an idea about a big data science, and these are the some useful facts. These are all 100% available free. You can always quickly, it will take 4 to 5 hours to complete one course. And these are some more courses which I have taken from the Coursera also, and a data camp. Again, guys, this is not my, last to it. We have to learn so many things. Frankly speaking, when I've started, learning, I was not knowing a ABC of it, because in my MC level, in my MSc computer science level, in my PhD level, I have never ever touched these things. I did in a long way back about, and that time we were not having. I don't know whether you know about COBOL, Pascal, FoxPro, SQL, C language. Those are the language I've learned, but I'm trying to, learn. I'm trying to learn, and learning never ends. And with this, I will close. I have just made my presentation in a very, a quick and a faster, so that you can ask the question as much as you are having. This is of a profile. This is my own site, guys. Please do subscribe on my site, and also I am also available on the Facebook with this page. With this, I will just close and I will just open to the questions. Once we are done with with the question, I also expect that I should also ask you some questions, guys. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. That was really excellent. And we have seen like that how our Dr. Kamal Gulati sir started the presentation. And we can say it is the second part of our Gabriel sir, because Gabriel sir already shown us all the technologies, and thereafter we have seen from our Dr. Kamal Gulati sir, he already explained the other possible also the way like R, Python, Tableau, like that he explained, and also starting with some of the, I think, fantastic movie that was now becoming the reality. Of course, the Matrix, those who watch the Matrix, now they will say, yeah, it can be true. It can be true. Because if you have gone through the Terminator, in that time, you will never think like that there may be some situation in the world that no one can come outside their house. But now it is reality that we are facing. And I'm very delighted to inform you that India is growing faster. And as Dr. Kamal Gulati sir also said like that, of course, that those who are doing with the big data, they have never learned in their masters, they have never learned in their doctorate degree also. Because in that time, we are doing with maybe C++, even we have started with, I think, that Turbo C, that time was there. And then it was modified. Now, some people to Java, then R is very good one, and it is the free. So please give the big hand to our Dr. Kamal Gulati sir for his nice presentation. And I think that now the session is open for the discussion. I would like to unmute our all the officers also, and also at first I will open the discussion. That is the chat. Everyone can now write down their message. You can directly interact with our expert if you want to know about the big data. Of course, the big data will play a vital role in our life. I think that even the small kid, if they are with the technology, they know about the Alexa. They are using that Alexa, good morning, like that. And it is in India also going on. That is so many people, even the kids are now using the Alexa, as our Dr. Gulati sir already informed. And it is the artificial intelligence, it is the machine learning. Now everything becoming very, very easier, and everything taken care by the machine. So let us know about this one more, explore this more from our Gulati sir. And I think we have now received it. That is messages, appreciation messages from our Rashmi Kumari, then Vishal also, then your startup for presentation is quite interesting. Okay, I think that Rashmi Kumari also appreciating, then Bhelangini are informative and current, that is scenario session. Dr. S. Andal also, Rajesh Kannur sir also, we have seen Dr. Eni Alexander also writing down here, excellent presentation, Diwakar Sharma. So we have seen that all the participants now appreciating this presentation, because we have today the two excellent presentation, one from our Professor Dr. Gabriel sir, and then we have our presentation from Dr. Gulati sir. And Dr. Gulati sir explained about the various application of this artificial intelligence, machine learning, yes, of course, the big data. Now, I think that most of our faculty will probably speak about the big data. Maybe some of they are having humanities background, social science background, and earlier they are not discussing about the big data. Now it is open. Even Gulati sir shown you some of the website in which I think that you can learn that is free of cost. That is big data analysis, and it will be helpful. We are always sharing the recorded video to you, and you will get this recorded video, you will get that website link, and I think that you can use that one also. So we have seen here more messages are coming. That is, they are really appreciating your presentation, sir. And also our speaker to the Professor Gabriel Kabanda sir also write down, it was excellent presentation, well done, and thank you, colleague, like that. So we have seen that is the messages. Now I would like to open it for discussion. If anyone want to make the question on the big data, if you have any doubt on the big data analysis, maybe data mining, you can ask your question, you can put forward your question. And we have seen everyone just writing down their message, appreciation message. You can raise your hand. I would like to unmute our officers also for the final discussion. I would like to unmute our Professor Gabriel sir also. I would like to unmute our Gulati sir. He muted himself. Please unmute, sir. I have unmuted you. Dr. Gulati sir, thank you. Thank you, sir. Then I would like to unmute our uh, Assistant Chief Executive Officer, also our Professor Gabriel sir. I think that sir can join with the audio we are going to conclude this session. And I would like to request our Professor Gabriel sir, you are with video, kindly join with the audio also so that I can unmute you. Now I would like to unmute our Assistant Chief Executive Officer, ACEO, Mary Rizvilla Madam. I have unmuted you. Please unmute yourself. Mary Rizvilla Madam from Philippines, kindly unmute yourself. I have unmuted you. So that we can
yes,
move
Professor.
Yeah, thank you, madam. I would like to unmute our Radhakrishnan sir. Yes, Radhakrishnan sir. Professor Dr. Radhakrishnan sir, I have unmuted you. Please unmute yourself. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Now I would like to unmute our Rajesh Kannur sir. Yes, I have unmuted you, sir. Kindly unmute yourself. Thank you,
good evening, sir.
Very good evening, sir, and thank you. So I think
Sir,
that
I'm very happy to hear both speakers' session, sir. It was very excellent, Dr. Gabriel sir and Dr. Kamal Gulati sir. Okay, very nice. I felt so happy. Thank you. Well done.
Thank you, sir. I would like to request our Radhakrishnan sir also to share your feelings about today's session. And just our Dr. Gulati sir completed his presentation, so you can share your feelings.
Yes, good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, sir. Good evening, sir. Very excellent presentation. Data analysis name itself indicates such a wide and broad area of study. All the participants are able to enjoy the session. Such an informative and wonderful session. Congratulations to Gulati sir, and hope to see you again in our session, sir.
Definitely, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. May I request our Assistant Chief Executive Officer?
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for seeing you. See you again, sir.
Mary Villa Madam also to give the greeting message to our Dr. Gulati sir and to give your comment about the presentation.
Yes, Dr. Kamal Gulati, thank you for sharing your expertise in the field of data science, and it helped a lot of us here to learn new things again. And I just expect that we will have more discussions with you, especially to our upcoming program in International Innovation Program. I hope to hear from you again, and I am requesting you to join us also for the InFest 2.0 in December. I hope that we will have enjoyable time for this upcoming events of Eudoxia Research Center, and we gladly share our deepest gratitude for your support and for your insights to learn, for us to learn more new things. And we hope that we can get in touch with you through your email, sir.
Definitely, it is a pleasure to meet you again. I think for the fourth or the fifth time. We have already met in the month of February 2020 at Guwahati. So I think most of the time, I think I should thanks to Dr. Saikia for having these kinds of FDP. I can see a lot of things are available on like the Facebook and LinkedIn, and I can see by you'll not believe that I'm very kind of fascinating. Like at 2 a.m., 1 a.m., 3 a.m., lot of the posts are coming, and also I really want to say the best wishes for your the application what you have launched recently. I have myself have installed that is Yo-Yo Masti. I don't know whether you guys know it or not. That's a kind of a
yes,
good thing.
sir.
And we have tried, as said by Dr. Saikia, that Chinese application has been banned. So we are moving to that. I think we not only moving to that, we should have an, a jointly venture with different countries, different
Yes.
researchers. I can see lot of, people from different kind of the entire India and abroad. So why don't we have a kind of collaboration so that we
Yes.
can work on that? So I'm always there. So I'll be happy if the questions are there. I can see that the participants are falling. I don't know. Might be you are not able to. I have gone over that the expectation or under. One thing is there. Sometimes you speak too much that you cannot get it, or sometimes it's failing a board. As I said that postland because I have activity also for 2 minutes from you. So once you're done with your questions, I can be giving that activity also.
Sure, sir, and thank you for your appreciation. Yes, of course, our data scientists, our software engineers from India, US, and Germany, and other 3 countries, they have developed this, our Yo-Yo Masti. And I'm telling you, it is actually the advanced stage of the TikTok and the YouTube also. That is, without music, someone can now speak about the science, technology, knowledge. They can share the knowledge also, and they will also earn from the advertisement. And moreover, you know that as from the data science, that is coding should be new, then it will be published in the Google. Otherwise, everybody can do that one. Earlier, we have the Chinese app, that is the TikTok. Now we have replaced it with the Yo-Yo Masti, and it is already been published, and already we have the Google advertisements with us. And the second part is that I think that our Dr. Kamal Gulati sir explaining each and everything in very simpler, fundamental way, everyone really enjoyed and they have understood. And therefore, no question. If there is no question, then we have to understand that it is the simplest way of the explaining the thing. Now I think that we can go for the activity. And I think that many madam also remembering our Gulati sir, because while you have visited India in this year, February, you have met our Gulati sir, and he was also the winner of our InFace Award. And also InFace 2020 2.0 is coming in the December after Christmas. We have, that is the 2.0. This is again that one of the biggest event will be there worldwide. And now we are planning to have it in the global way and the online platform. Maybe on the Zoom platform it is coming. And this time all the awardee with their convocation ground, cap, everything like that. It is somehow different. We are planning, and our assistant chief executive officer, our Mary madam, also today Suzy madam is not here. Even Suzy madam, they have taken the initiative, and I think that we will really enjoy. So now may I request our Dr. Gulati sir to go for that activity that you have already said. As we have seen like that, appreciation messages are there here, and so please go for the activity one.
Yeah. Just give me a second. It's the same thing, only I just give me a minute.
Yes.
Okay. So it's the same thing, only I at least, want this time everyone should give that thing, what you have learned today in a data science, so that, I can know from you, not only, it will remain forever. At least you should gain. I believe that, learning never ends,
Yes.
and learning can be done in any age.
In
And frankly speaking, our India is into that only. We are into education 4.0. Not only those things, we have seen a trend that medical sciences can also work on IT, and IT can go for agriculture, and social science worker can go for a data science. So I just want to know, I request each and every one, so that it can give me a good kind of a impression from you, that, you can talk about anything, and I'll be open to any questions, not only here online platform and offline also. I'll be sharing my email, although I've shared already. So you are free to welcome me any, queries, any doubts. I believe that if the somebody is asking question, even though you know it or don't know it, at least your knowledge get increased. So with this, I request everyone, please guys, this is the last time, which is a kind of, whatever you'll type, you can see on the screen. And it is a kind of thing that whatever you have learned in a data science, whether it's a big data, whether it's a artificial intelligence, machine learning, types of analytics, types of data, sentimental analysis, huge data, dark data, a predictive analytics, and there is a list of huge kind of thing. So I request guys, please do. It will take just a minute. Go to menti.com, type there 298384. and type there are 10 things are there. I don't want you should fill all the 10 columns. You can fill 1 or 2 or 3. That would be good enough. And I can see above, like, none of them you have posted, guys. So I hope you are getting my screen.
Yes, of course, it is appearing.
Oh, excellent.
So
I have
like
got
to
a
request-
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, one I have got data science, interesting presentation, machine learning, deep data. Excellent. Others may also do, guys, because after that we'll be getting one graph. You can see like that if we are having more than voting than a 10 participants at a one go, we'll be having a graph. I'll show you that also. That is a word count we get in it. So you can type anything, guys, you want it.
Yeah, anyone can write down there, and menti.com, as our Dr. Gulati sir has already shown. Please write down the code, and whatever you are learning, you can write down here about the data science. That is, if you are even not from the science background or technology background, not software background, you can write down also. I think that
I'm sorry.
yeah, I think that one person may has one maybe given one that one, and maybe others are using sometimes mobile and in the same screen.
Correct.
Maybe yeah. Therefore, they are unable to write down, because we have seen some messages earlier also that I'm
Mhm.
using the mobile screen and using the Zoom, and therefore may not be possible for them sometime.
Okay, fine. So I think
Yeah.
that might be a case. So that is okay. That is okay. I
Yeah.
do understand. So I think I'm not okay.
Yeah.
So I think that is okay. I can see. I can see the. Let me read. Raji
Yeah.
Gopal. If you allow, Dr. Saike, can I read the questions
Sure.
directly?
Sure.
Thank you. Thank you. Raji Gopal, she is mentioned at Moat Research Scholar. I think I have only a superficial knowledge of data science. I know that the topic is a little scary. However, you have touched upon the topic is interesting. Definitely, Raji Gopal. Again, I will say that I believe that whatever you know, if you share, you will get more knowledge. So
Yeah.
every day, every time I try to learn more and more things. These days only time is getting limited. Although everybody is having a 24 hours time, but again, I will much appreciate, I can hear my things, whatever I'm having. So, Dr. S. Handal, sir, we need another instrument to do both is. May I do after finish this program? I'm sorry, I didn't get it. What do you want to need?
Actually, they are using this mobile phone, maybe one
Oh, I
device,
see.
and
I see.
yeah,
I
they
see.
are therefore they are
Okay,
facing the
definitely.
problem.
Definitely. I do understand it's difficult to open an application that time.
Yeah.
So I think I don't know any question, guys. I think if you allow me, there were some question earlier. I have noted the question. I think
Sure. You can address to that question, sir.
Rashmi is there.
Yes, sir.
Professor Rashmi is there.
Yes, sir.
She's there. Okay. I can't see her. I think might be she is left.
Okay, I have to see.
Rashmi asked a question, very beautiful question. Let me give that answer. Let me come with that question. She said that how we can know that whether my data is copyright or not. What are the copyright with level of that? Very simple answer, guys. These days you don't have to worry. If you are doing any research these days, I think you have already done with a plagiarism kind of topic also.
Yeah.
But the answer to it, the plagiarism softwares are there, which basically trying to find out whether your report or your research paper has been copied from anywhere. Right? It gives that percentage and it gives a website. But I have made one video. You can check. It's a very small video of a 1 minute where I have talked about it. You can note this video link and you can check afterwards. This is a video basically talks about me how to get non-copyright content from the Google search. There are some options on the Google. If you close that thing, you can always use that thing without referring. So that Google do that thing, first of all. Secondly, in your research, if you are writing a references in a proper kind of things, there are some standards like, APA format or any other format. It allows, if you're doing that thing, then you are not into a copyright track. So you are free to debt basically, that kind of things we are having. So I think that video will give you how you can open that options in the Google search. There are advanced searches and there are n number of things are there which help us to do. And whatever the things you do copy, it will not allow. Even though my presentation might be having some data of different sources, resources, but again, it is not, on the copyright, because I've taken only that images or thing which I can display in the public.
Yeah.
I think that makes answer. Rashmi, I think ma'am is not there. So might be, she can get to know. Vishal sir is asking, how can we implement the data science in the library? See, very simple answer. Like everybody knows about a Google search. Okay, Google does what, guys? Google is something like that. If you go into a technical thing, whatever the sites links are there, it has a metadata. Metadata is nothing. It creates that link, okay, and store in some kind of a server. Whenever you trying to find out a keyword, let's say I give Dr. Psychia Eduxia. So whatever the links on the Facebook we are having, or we get it, or whatever the site we are having, those things. In the same way, data science, basically library in nowadays, I think some softwares are already there, like Ellipsis is an old one, but they are working with a data science only. But yes, you can implement, library, and there are some, the paid application for a library where you can keep your data into that thing. I believe that library you're asking as a university library, not as a digital library where you're talking about, research paper or something like that. So if you can be specific about the library, I can give you a better, idea about it.
Yeah.
Ramakrishnan is asking, has it emerged as a new paradigm so that we can process, further enrich our knowledge in it? New paradigm means that you mean to say any new technology? If you can mute them, sir, that would be great.
Yeah, unmute, and I will go for Ramakrishnan.
Yeah.
I
Thank
will
you.
unmute. Then, yeah, Ramakrishnan, I have unmuted you. Kindly unmute yourself. You can interact with our expert. Ramakrishnan Muthian, that I have unmuted you. Kindly unmute yourself so that you can interact.
Yes, sir.
directly.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you are audible.
Yes, very good evening, sir. Actually, it's a very interesting program. Actually, we are enjoying. I'm from Central University of Jharkhand, Ranchi.
Oh, great too.
Yeah.
Great to meet you, sir.
Actually, sir, now every time, we integrate too many things and then produce a new kind of discipline or measure or like a paradigm or a tool kind of thing. But I want to know that whether the data science has emerged as a kind of new paradigm, so that we can proceed, we can read more, we can involve more, so that we can enrich our knowledge. Otherwise, if it's a temporary, a short period of time, then we don't need to focus more on, but it looks very interesting, so that we can spend more time. Okay, we can develop more data and we can enrich, so we can try look for its applicability in other areas of social sciences and other things. That I just want to know that
Definitely,
how
sir.
far it has its own applicability and then adaptability. Yeah, that's I just mentioned the proceed further to enrich our knowledge in that.
Definitely. First of all, I will say that your question is quite interesting, and it can be useful for each and every one, whoever is present here listening to us. And thank you for this question. The answer for this question is very, sir, simple. Let me take you around 70 years back, sir. Even I am also not born, and I don't know about your age, but I believe you were also not born. Because of your voice, you seems to be quite young. So 70 years back, sir, if you noted, our parents or our grandparents, they have learned in the school days their language, that is their mother language, that is a Hindi language or a regional language. Okay, but now if we talk about it, when I was there as a student, that time, English, you are in a public school, English is a mandatory. And frankly speaking, I know two languages only, Hindi and English is, and little bit of different languages wherever a country I take those point where I can use it. But now if we take the, you talk about school in a fourth standard or third standard, they are making as a foreign business language as a compulsory, whether it's a French, whether it's a German, even though the student, they know it or not know it. And at a graduation level, I can see private universities, most of them, they are giving on, social activity, what kind of a communication, behavioral science, business communication, and type of languages, right? So this is the kind of thing, and we see like that, we don't know when it will be ending. Might be my children are learning FBL, might be some other time they will be learning something else. Lot of, I can see a happiness class has also been introduced in school days in Delhi government by Arvind Kejriwal, because I know what is happening. I'm just giving an example. Let me come back to your question, like a data science or a big data. Believe me or not believe me, that is a different set of, entity which has emerged. What I want to say in a basic manner, like Hindi, English, mathematics, arts, science, geography, in the same way data science is also there. In CBSE level, in 8th standard, 9th standard, data science has been introduced in computer science. They have to learn machine learning. And you will not believe, guys, I will say in open forum, open frankly, the school students about 12th standard, they know better the Python and R language than me. I repeat, I may not be, as a senior a person to teach those things, because they have into habit. Like as a small kid, if you go to a France, he knows French better than me. It doesn't mean that I don't know, or I am not that area, because they have learned from the very scratch and they are very fluent in that. So data science is open, emerging kind of things which will be a benefit to each and every one. You talk about anything, whether it's a library, whether it's a social activity you do, whether it's a education sector, whether it's a healthcare, whether it's a insurance, lot of things are happening. Lot of things are happening, and you don't believe that there is no end to it, and you not believe that they are having its own advantages and own disadvantages. I've just talked about advantages, but you never believe what kind of disadvantages. We are, as you have heard, that we are more nearer to this digital world, but we don't know what is happening in our own houses. That kind of a problematic we are having, and that is a practical things, because nowadays we are having more zeal, to gain knowledge, to have that networking, to earn more, to get more certification, to more get research paper. I'm just telling my things, guys, from an open heart. So I think this is for everyone. And sir, the answer would be, you should be jump into it. And if you want, I can give you the basic idea, and depending upon your area of interest or own level, what you want, because there is no ending. I will not say that go and jump with R programming, that you will learn that. You have a better idea. There are a lot of, cases available on internet where provides an insight, what is happening, how the world is changing. You can, although I can give you last example, like Obama. Obama, when he was becoming as a president in US, nobody has thought that he will become a president. But the big data which has been emerging that time, it has given me a predictive analytics that 100% he would be there. And it has proven that is a case study available on internet very well. And same with the case of Trump. Nobody is expected. I'm sorry, guys. I don't want to blame. I might be somebody from US. So Trump, nobody is expected that the Trump would become a president, but it has a vice versa. So it can take you far, it can take you beyond, and there is no expectations are more. So expectations are having. I hope I answer your question.
Yes. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sir.
Thank you, Ramakrishnan sir, also that for your question. That was quite interesting, and I think that all our participants, all the faculty, come to know about the big data, because it is like that. It is your own choice. If you want to go for big data, definitely at any stage, at any age, you can start learning about this. Learning is a continuous process. It is never-ending process. You can learn at any age from anyone. This is very, very important part. That is why we are now implementing the IIP. This is apart from academic. It is not, no doubt the academics are included. We have in International Innovation Program, but we would like to share with you that you will be skilled with the International Innovation Program. This is IIP 2020. And after IIP 2020, you will have at least one skill in your hand, so that you can sustain in this present world. Of course, it is the necessary part, and I hope that everyone will enjoy that 1 year program also. Most of you have already been registered, and today we have seen like that the big data. Everyone is saying about the big data science, everywhere, machine learning, artificial intelligence. We have the so many movies also, as Dr. Gulati sir explained. And today we come to know about what is about big data. That is our Professor Gabriel Kabanda sir, that is Pro Vice Chancellor from the Zimbabwe Open University. Then our Dr. Kamal Gulati sir, given that from Amity University service, and he also explained about the big data, its application, implementation, and even about that how you can learn this one. So I hope that those who are having the interest about the big data, they will start their journey. It is a never ending process. So try to learn, try to enhance your skill. And this is, I think, that the motivation of the true research. Otherwise, we have the 1,000 number of the certificate. We can have our own ego that I am this one. I have done research. I have done PhD, my other degree, 5 times master degree, 3 times PhDs, but unable to do anything. So better, I think from my side also, I was also working as a dean. I have already explained that my researcher also always asks me, so what about after PhD? I have to sort of stand in a queue. I have to apply for a job. So I think that now we are changing the world. It is globally. That is globally, every country. We have seen 193 countries supported us. That is in our journey. So please become the family member of this global Eudoxia Research Center. Let us work together for the innovation. Anyone can do that one. I'm telling you, that is Elon Musk, not coming from the Mars. He was sending the spacecraft to the Mars, but he was not coming from that one. He was challenging the world. That was not done by the NASA. And Elon Musk, SpaceX, first time used the reusable rocket. I would like to share one sentence with you from the thermodynamics. I'm the physicist. I'm doing for last all the years of my life only the physics. I'm telling you that good observer are good emitter. If you are a good learner, then you are a good teacher. So for becoming the great faculty member, I think that we have to be a great learner. So before closing this session, I would like to request one single message from our Dr. Gulati sir, because generally we are giving that both speaker that one message to the academicians and the scholars, so that it will help them in their journey of research and innovation. So may I request our Dr. Gulati sir for your message to the world?
Definitely, Dr. Saikia, before giving that message, there is again one question by Maria. So she has written that, is there a benchmark for ideal data science, and how can we enhance data science from remote areas? As I said that many times, there are different websites are available, but remote areas, I believe that there where we don't have internet, the connectivity, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So see, there are n number of applications you can install as offline. There are a lot of, I was giving a website name, GitHub. I don't know whether you know about this site, GitHub, GITHUB. That is one of the biggest tool available in market. That's a free of cost. And you can install, you can download, you can copy in the pen drive, and you can learn in the remote areas where we don't have internet in a very easy manner. Now,
thank you, sir.
Welcome. Just to add one more point, in India, specifically, we are working for India. So I know inside of India, the PM, Shri Modi ji, have introduced Padho Bharat. Okay, I don't know whether you have known this campaign in Padho Bharat. So they have asked us that what are your insight where the remote area, because right now with this COVID pandemic situation, we are having two major, problems. One is the remote area where we don't have an internet connectivity. Secondly, the power, electricity. That is again a very much a problem, even though solars are there with generator thing. And they have asked inside what kind of things we can do for that, the Padho Bharat Andolan, where these two things are there. So we have given that thing. They can, we can have the pen drive, we can send a pen drive, they can insert in their, TV or in the radio, if they are not having the computer also, but yes, they need something like that to work on that. At least they should have a device, otherwise how they will work. So there is no limit to it, guys. There is no limited. Since my in the 19 years of academics, still I am searching. I am having a thrust in my, every time I sleep, I don't know, I'm not able to sleep because I want to learn more and more things. And I'm still, I'm not, I am not a perfect. I'm trying to be, learn, and I can share on that. Let me come to my last thing, what Dr. Saiki has said. Although I always say in my all the speech, but I'm not here to give a speech. So again, guys, only the one word I need to say, there is never ending to learn. There is no never ending to learn. You should be having a time, focus, and also you should be having an interest. If you are having three things with you, again, time, focus, and interest means this, it's a very easy thing. But you are having these things to develop something, to work anything, and you should be able to motivate yourself. Others always be motivating yourself, but you should be always have have a fixed timeline. There are so many things are there. I am not a management person. I'm purely IT guy, even though I did MBA, but still, you can ask me question, but again, these are the three things from my end. And I'm just giving to Dr. Saikia for, a wonderful FDP and wonderful audience that I can see with the teaching and learning and higher education. And I really like the word, when I was reading, once I receive a message from Dr. Saikia, it says FDP TAL, TAL. I thought that what is TAL? I don't know whether, Hindi meaning or not. TAL is something like a drum, drum, TAL. Tal se tal mila, something like that song was also there. So with this word, I'll just close for the session and hope to see you again. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. And that was really an amazing session that we have seen. And Professor Gabriel actually disconnected, Gabriel, sir. Otherwise, we will, that is, unmute our Professor Gabriel, sir, also for our message. Yes, of course, we are now conducting the FDP TAL, Faculty Development Program. And the TAL we are using in a short form, because in India, it is TAL means the rhythm. It is rhythm, and we in English version we have make it shorter and make that everyone will match their rhythm for research and innovation. No doubt the full form of FDP TAL already given to each and everyone. But as our Gulati sir also introduced about the Hindi meaning that one, and we are also explaining that that was our motivation, that every faculty member will synchronize with each other for the new knowledge, for learning process, for innovation. Let us do new innovation in different fields. Our people, those who are from the software, they are doing. Another people from thank you, Dr. Asutosh Kando, also that for inspiring message that is from Guwahati, our city. I'm telling you, in India now, the technology is in the super way. That is, we are growing faster and faster. And the new education policy that is developed by the central government of the India, National Education Policy 2020, really sounds good, and it is standing with the digital education. It is standing with, that is, the next generation. I hope that all together we'll enjoy the upcoming session of FDP TAL 2020. Thank you very much, each and everyone, for your support, for your contribution, and the continuous effort for making this super successful. Special thanks to our Professor Gabriel Kabanda, Pro Vice Chancellor from Zimbabwe Open University. Our another speaker, Dr. Kamal Gulati sir from India, New Delhi, Amity, Noida. Then our organizing secretary, also our Dr. Radhakrishnan sir. Then our dean, that is our Kannur sir. Then our assistant chief executive officer, Mary Rich Vela. Yes, Dr. Annie Alexander, madam, thank you very much for your inspiration. We hope that we all together meet again in the next session. So till then, please take care, stay safe inside your house, and big salute to all of you, and hope that all of you will be safe and inside your house during this COVID-19 pandemic. So till then, take care and thank you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.